Good evening, and welcome to the Spring 2017 Maurice A. Deane School of Law Commencement Exercises of Hofstra University. We begin our program with the Invocation delivered by Rabbi Dave Siegel from the university's Board of Chaplains, followed by the national anthem and our alma mater, led by Christina Shafransky, class of 2017. The words to the alma mater are on the inside front cover of your program. Will everyone please stand?
Congratulations. As we gather here today to celebrate the achievements of these amazing graduates, we give thanks for bringing them safely to this joyous occasion. Thank you for providing them with the strength, wisdom, and endurance to help ensure justice in our world. We know that this achievement was not accomplished alone. We also give thanks for the love, support, and guidance of their families, friends, teachers, and administrators. As they leave this school and head to the next stage of their journey, please continue to watch over them and remind them that they are never alone. Allow them the insight to recognize the important role they play in people's lives and the ability to continue their work even during the toughest times. May these students always be a blessing to everyone whose life they touch, and may it be your will, merciful God, that these students and all of us always bask in your blessings of health, happiness, and peace. Amen.
Please be seated. I have the pleasure of making some very special introductions this evening, beginning with Donald Schaefer, representing the Board of Trustees of Hofstra University. Please allow me to introduce the deans and senior academic officers of Hofstra University, and I ask that you hold your applause until all the names are read. Herman A. Berliner, Dean of the Frank G. Zarb School of Business. Robert Brinkman, Vice Provost and Associate Dean of Graduate Studies. Evan W. Cornog, Dean of the Lawrence Herbert School of Communication. Bernard J. Firestone, Dean of Hofstra College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Warren G. Fresina, Dean of Hofstra University Honors College. A. Gail Prudenti, Dean of the Maurice A. Deane School of Law. Sina Rabbani, Dean of the Fred de Mattis School of Engineering and Applied Science. Holly J. Syrup, Dean of the School of Health Professions and Human Services. Terry Shapiro, Senior Vice Provost for Academic Affairs and Dean of Graduate Studies. I also ask you to welcome and acknowledge the members of the President's Cabinet and other Hofstra administrators who join us this evening on the platform. Finally, the one person on our campus who needs no introduction, please welcome President of Hofstra University, Stuart Rabinowitz.
You have continued the historical tradition. No law school graduating class has ever uttered a single syllable of the alma mater. I'm so glad you didn't disappoint me. Members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, distinguished guests, and far most importantly, our wonderful graduates, their proud parents, spouses, and friends, welcome to our commencement ceremony. Our graduates, you and I have a lot in common. You are the 45th class to ever graduate from our law school. And this is my 45th year at Hofstra University. I started, as some of you, but probably fewer and fewer know, as a faculty member on the law school faculty, where I mesmerized thousands of Hofstra law students on the true meaning of Erie Railroad versus Tompkins. You weren't mesmerized, but then I was dean of the law school for 11 years. And so every day of those 11 years, every single day, I had faculty and students in my office complaining about the lack of parking. And now for 16 years, I've been president of this great university. And every day, I have students and faculty complaining about the lack of parking. But when you add up all those years, 45 years, the obvious question is, why am I here tonight? Why am I standing behind the podium instead of lounging on a beach in Boca Raton? The answer is that I am uniquely proud to say that I have attended each and every law school commencement ceremony which we have ever held. And every year, I am reminded of how privileged I have been to have this unique opportunity to have witnessed every law school graduate walk across the stage and receive their well-earned degree. And it's a privilege which I'm addicted to, so I intend to continue to exercise it for some time. My attendance at all of these gazillion ceremonies has also convinced me that commencement should not be a solemn ritual. Rather, at its core, tonight's a celebration. Tonight, we celebrate the accomplishments and the hard work of the graduates and all of the sacrifices that have been made on their behalf by families and friends. And since I know that commencement speeches are at the top of the list of the very most forgettable of all human utterances, at the very top, the only thing that could come close are your law school lectures on future interests and property. But I will be brief. And so my most important message to our graduates tonight, simple but heartfelt. You have earned our congratulations and our admiration. You've worked really hard, you have learned well, and you are ready to make your mark on the world. Each of you has successfully completed a rigorous and demanding education which emphasized the acquisition of the fundamental skills of lawyering. And I am absolutely confident that you have received a top-tier legal education by a world-class faculty implementing a cutting-edge curriculum. I also am confident that you're ready to join an exceptionally illustrious group of law school graduates who have achieved remarkable success in every sector of the legal profession. And as a result, you now have the opportunity to take your place in the wonderful profession, allowing you to spend your careers helping people, helping them navigate through a complex and often intimidating legal system. Excuse me. It is also a profession in which you will have the privilege, but also the responsibility for making our legal system live up to its promise of equal justice for all. In my view, the legal profession and the judiciary are the last lines of defense against injustice and intolerance. In addition, your training in legal analysis and critical thinking, oral and written communication skills, and problem solving are all unique assets that will allow you to adapt to and flourish in whatever fields you might pursue, even a college presidency, now and in the future. So you have chosen your profession very well. There remains to me only one final but very pleasurable task, one which I consider the very most important part of these brief remarks, and that is I want to wish every single one of our graduates well. First, I wish that you will pass the bar examination on your first try. I understand that, yes. I understand that starting tomorrow, Dean Prudente is calling each of you and clocking in your study hours until the bar exam. More generally, I wish that you will attain all the success you think you need in life and all that work and ability earned for you. I wish you will have the perspective to forgive yourself and learn from mistakes, because mistakes are inevitable. I wish you the tenacity and the courage and, frankly, the very good luck to one day find a life's work about which you feel passionate, rather than just settling for one which neither challenges nor fulfills you. I wish you the experience of feeling that very special sense of self-satisfaction and self-worth that I have found comes only from using some of your talent and resources to help those who are in need. And lastly, and perhaps most importantly to each individual, I wish that you will have the wisdom not to forgo the love of family and friends in a relentless pursuit of professional success. The class of 2017 leaves here with our admiration and our affection. We hope you will maintain your ties to your classmates and, of course, to your alma mater. From this day forward, your accomplishments will always be the most important driver of the reputation of the value of a Hofstra legal education. You will always be welcome back to the law school and the university as a valued member of our community. You will always be welcome back home. On behalf of the faculty, the administration, and the staff, I extend to each of you our heartiest congratulations and our warmest wishes for your success and happiness. Thank you. It's now my privilege to ask Trustee Donald Schaefer and his candidate for an honorary degree to come forward, the Honorable Madeline Singas.
Thank you, President Rabinowitz. I would like to take a moment on behalf of the Board of Trustees to congratulate the law school class of 2017 on your graduation and welcome you, your families, and friends to this celebration of your academic achievement. We are proud of you and acknowledge the hard work and dedication that you have displayed in reaching this wonderful day. We hope that you will follow your passions and are confident that your future will be exemplary. Please know that Hofstra will always be here for you as you go forward. You are an important part of the enduring bond of the Hofstra family, and we look forward to your leadership role in providing guidance and support to the Hofstra students who will be following in your footsteps. It is my privilege to welcome Madeline Singas, who is a pillar of the legal community and has had a profound impact on the residents of Nassau County. Elected in 2015, Nassau County District Attorney Madeline Singas serves as the Chief Law Enforcement Official representing Nassau County's 1.3 million residents. She manages a staff of more than 350 attorneys, investigators, and support staff, investigating and prosecuting approximately 30,000 criminal cases annually to ensure that Nassau remains one of the nation's safest suburban counties. Ms. Singas is the first Greek American and the second woman to be elected as Nassau County District Attorney. As District Attorney, Madeline Singas has focused efforts on combating drug and gun trafficking, violent gangs, and sexual assaults. Using enhanced investigative techniques, collaborative partnerships, and intelligence-based prosecution models, she has effectively dismantled narcotics and gang enterprises in Nassau County and beyond its borders. Only 2 weeks ago, District Attorney Singas announced the breakup of a significant heroin ring operating in Nassau County with the indictment of 14 people. She has dedicated unprecedented resources to battle the epidemic of heroin and opiate abuse plaguing Nassau County, prioritizing education to prevent addiction and provide treatment for those abusing drugs. She is also committed to aggressively investigating and combating government corruption. Prior to becoming District Attorney, Ms. Singas served as Chief Assistant District Attorney since 2011, supervising the prosecution of all criminal cases each year and helping design and implement many groundbreaking programs. Earlier, she had served as Chief of the Special Victims Bureau, a newly created position to which she was appointed in 2006 by former District Attorney Kathleen Rice. Ms. Singas began her legal career in 1991 in the Queens District Attorney's Office. She received her undergraduate degree from Barnard College at Columbia University and her JD from Fordham University School of Law. Mr. President, for Madeline Singas' achievements as a public servant and prosecutor, it is my honor to present her to you as a candidate for the Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
To the Honorable Madeline Singas, in recognition of your incredible service to the legal profession and protecting the people of Nassau County, I'm delighted to confer upon you the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. There were times when I didn't think I would get one degree, and now I have two, so thank you. Thank you, President Rabinowitz. Thank you, Donald, for that very generous introduction. Dean Prudenti, distinguished faculty, esteemed guests, and proud parents and families. Hofstra Law School graduates of 2017, congratulations.
It really is a great honor to address each of you as you reach this milestone. You have worked very hard and very diligently to get to this point. You have fulfilled your rigorous academic requirements, and soon you will be walking this stage to receive perhaps the highest degree you will ever earn. And yet, as you receive your degrees today, I hope that for all of you, law school graduation is not the end of your legal education, but rather the beginning of your legal education. Socrates said, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing." Now that's going to feel so true to you in a little while when you take your first practice bar exam. And you'll remember that. I still don't understand the rule against perpetuities, and yet here I am. So there's hope. You can do it, you will do it, you will be fine. Hofstra University and the law school are a source of great pride for all of us here in Nassau County. The great legal minds in this institution enrich our legal community. And Hofstra Law School is a source of outstanding interns for the Nassau County District Attorney's Office. And we have several bright young lawyers from Hofstra who join us as assistant district attorneys each year. Congratulations. And who grow to be some of the most hardworking, innovative, and scrupulously ethical prosecutors in the office. And they work hard in Hofstra tradition to make sure that we can keep the people of Nassau County safe. Now, for those of you who knew exactly where you wanted your career to go, who've known what area of law you've wanted to practice in since the time you were an undergraduate, who figured out how many years you need to spend at X firm before you can jump to the business side or become in-house counsel, for all of you who have figured it out, well done. And I remain in awe of the dedication and fortitude that that type of planning entails. For the rest of you who are still sitting here thinking, as I did 26 years ago, now what? I'm here to tell you that it all works out, and that you are about to embark on an unbelievable journey of self-examination and professional and personal growth. This law degree will provide you with the means and will allow you to go places you'll never imagine. And it's true if you practice law for 30 years or if you never practice law for a single day. A law degree is the most versatile degree that you can get. It's a facilitator. It will open the door for you for many years to come. Law school teaches you to think analytically, to question, to reason, and to persuade. These are skills that will stay with you and help you in every area of your life. The truth is that as long as there are people on this earth, there will be work for lawyers. Because in the law, we deal with relationships. We help create them and cement them, and sometimes we help tear them apart. We are there when those relationships are strong, and we are there when those relationships falter. Our work imposes consistency and order, and people turn to us when they're vulnerable, when they've been wronged, and when they need help making sense of the chaos and the noise. In my work, they come to us when they've been a victim of a crime. As Nassau County's district attorney, I am chief law enforcement officer of a county with a population of almost 1.4 million people. That's a population larger than that of 10 states. I was elected with 57% of the vote, and I am humbled every day by the trust that is placed in me to do justice for the people of Nassau County. Yet when I sat at my graduation at law school, I could have never imagined this life. I am a first-generation American, the child of immigrants from the mountains of Greece. My parents came here with no formal education and no command of the English language. My mother and father were simple people with few expectations other than finding a place where the playing field was level, a place where their hard work could ensure the success of their children. When I was sworn in as DA, the organizers said, "We reserved a row for you, for your family, the first row." Now, any of you that come from ethnic families know that one row is not sufficient. And any of you that come from ethnic communities know that your success is not yours, but the entire community's. So when my family, when my aunts and my uncles and my cousins and my friends and my neighbors filled the first 15 rows, they watched with tears in their eyes as I took the oath of office as the first woman Greek American district attorney in the state of New York. Teaching by their own example, my parents bestowed on me an incredible work ethic, an abiding faith in the transformative power of education, and an unendingly optimistic sense that against all odds, I would succeed. When I graduated as the first in my family and extended family with a law degree, I found that I didn't know many attorneys, and there weren't that many doors that were open to me. And as my own law school graduation approached, I would often ask people for advice. And they spoke to me about being passionate about your work, finding your life's mission and your career. I listened, but to be frank, that really stressed me out. It made me feel inadequate because unlike so many of my classmates, I had no idea what I wanted to do. Do what you love, people would tell me, as if I had any idea if I loved writing wills or brokering real estate deals or restructuring loans. I had no idea. So instead, I focused on the lessons I drew from my parents' lives, lessons that I'm sure all of you have drawn from your own family's lives, that all work has dignity, that there is pride in being able to provide for your family with an honest day's pay for an honest day's work, and that whatever you do, do it wholly and with presence. My parents owned a small pizzeria. I knew that was not their passion. Working 6 days a week, standing for 10 or 12 hours a day, that wasn't their dream job. And that was true for my aunts and uncles who were restaurant workers and seamstresses and butchers and bakers. They didn't have the luxury to pursue their dreams, so my parents worked hard to make sure my sister and I could pursue ours. So when I was offered my first job as an assistant district attorney in Queens County, I jumped at the opportunity, not because I thought that that was my dream job. That realization would come later. And not because I thought it would help springboard me to a higher paying firm job or a career in politics. No, it was a job. They were gonna pay me, which I needed because I had loans. So I went into that job with such feelings of gratitude and pride, and I worked hard. I was learning to be a trial lawyer. I developed close friendships with my colleagues, and I moved from bureau to bureau in that office, prosecuting every kind of criminal case imaginable. And every time I stood up in court and said, "Madeline Singas for the people of the state of New York," I was filled with pride and a little bit of fear that I had that opportunity and that responsibility to speak for those who often had no voice. I didn't come from a place where money and prestige flowed. Instead of bemoaning that, I focused on my work, doing it well, doing it fairly, doing it with a sense of empathy, doing it wholeheartedly, and with an eye to always learning more from every trial I did and every investigation I conducted. And something fascinating happened. I was rewarded personally and professionally, and I found my passion in my work. I would never have imagined how fulfilling a life of service is. I could not have known how every single person I meet in the criminal justice system, from defendants to victims to their families to judges to law enforcement officers to advocates, how all of them could have taught me so much about life, about the law, and about myself. To give to others in need, to give hope in despair, to help others find a voice, to make a positive difference in someone's life, to offer ease and comfort, to restore someone's faith and to restore someone's dignity. Those have been the greatest gifts of my professional life, and they inspire me to work harder and harder each and every day. I hope many of you consider a career or some portion of a career in public service, or to take your talents, your time, and your skills to help others. I know the 40-hour pro bono requirement today seems onerous, but I guarantee you that those are some of the finest hours that you'll pursue as an attorney. People starting their legal careers often ask me, what are the important traits to being a good prosecutor? And I always say the same thing. I relied on my family's journey, and the two traits I value most, whether you're a prosecutor or anything else in this world: courage and gratitude. Courage to take on challenges. Courage to question the status quo. Courage to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. Courage to recognize when it's time to leave, and courage to know when you need to stay. The courage to stand up to what terrifies you, and the courage to bend down and lift those who need your help. And gratitude, especially during your most difficult times. When you don't know something, be grateful for the opportunity to learn something new. Be thankful for each new challenge because it gives you strength and character. And be thankful when you're tired and you're weary because it means you've made a difference. Each of you will walk across this stage and receive a degree that will empower you to make a positive difference. Socrates said, now you didn't think you would have a Greek up here who wouldn't be quoting Socrates. Socrates said that education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. I hope your experience here at Hofstra Law School has kindled that flame. The skills that you have learned from the outstanding faculty and alongside your Hofstra classmates pave the way for a career that can be professionally fulfilling, but can also make this world a better place. I know your Hofstra degree will enable you to do well in the law. I challenge you to use it to do good as well. Thank you for the opportunity to address you today and to celebrate your accomplishments. Congratulations, graduates, and I hope the world for you. Study hard, pass the bar on the first time, and go for it.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. It is my absolute delight to be here with each and every one of you on this very, very special occasion. At this time, I would just like to say a special thanks to our visionary president, President Rabinowitz, our talented provost, Gail Simmons, a member and representative of the Board of Trustees, Donald Schaefer. Thank you so much. You honor us with your presence. The very honorable District Attorney, Madeline Singas, my very, very distinguished colleagues, the faculty of the Maurice Deane School of Law at Harvard, also known as Hofstra University, and our amazing administrators, wonderful co-workers, our very gifted graduates, their loving family, and their steadfast friends. And I would also like to thank each and every dean from each and every school that joins me here today and honors us, all of us, from the law school with their presence. Thank you so much. I would be remiss, thank you, I would be remiss if I did not mention to you before I give you, and I promise, a very short address, how much Hofstra Law will surely miss Professors Herbie DeFonso and Katie Koo. Two fabulous professors on to the next chapters of their lives. They will be missed. They will be missed by all of us at Hofstra. And with great sadness, we remember Professor Lawrence Kessler, and we will be celebrating. We will be celebrating his life and his work this fall at a very special memorial service. And I have to thank my friend, and she is my dear friend who I respect more than any other district attorney in the state of New York, and that's District Attorney Madeline Singas, for her inspiring words. As many of you know, those of you who do know me, that I firmly believe that an attorney has a moral obligation to serve the public good, and District Attorney Singas is Exhibit A. She has built a career of public service on the pillars of community, faith, and education. Tonight, I speak to you not as a commencement speaker, but as your dean, and I hope your mentor. And I have only a little more experience as a dean than you do as Hofstra Law School graduates. Heartfelt congratulations to the Hofstra Law class of 2017. You have a special place in my heart, as this is my first Hofstra Law graduation as your dean, following my predecessor, Dean Eric Lane. We have all been the beneficiaries of Dean Lane's guidance, and I promise you that I will do everything, and I mean everything in my power, to continue to assist you from this day forward. If I can be of personal help to you, if you have an idea or suggestion, or even criticism, or need advice, or have advice, call me. My door, my mind, and my heart are always open. If you remember nothing else, I need you to remember two Hofstra laws enacted in your very best interest. Hofstra law number 1, be kind to judges. Hofstra law number 2, do all of the bar preparation work assigned to you. You have come this far, and while the last hurdle is a big one, you know you can pass the bar examination. I know you can pass the bar examination if you put in the time and effort. Make this a one and done. Trust me, one is plenty. Celebrating your achievement today and tonight are many people, like my very own parents, who never opened a law book, but who nevertheless played a most important part in your being here. In many cases, they have struggled and sacrificed more than they have let on so that you could meet your goal. Although I do not remember one word or one detail of my own commencement, other than I recall vividly exactly where my mother and father stood, and they stood in the back of the room during my commencement ceremony. It was one of my father's happiest days. I will forever be comforted by the memory of his broad smile. My mother would have been delighted this year that I attended the medical school graduation, but she still would have been disappointed that I had not become a medical doctor. Your parents and loved ones deserve gratitude and appreciation. Please promise me You will thank them often, and you will show them many, many, many acts of random kindness. I will ask you now if you would please stand and turn and join me as we salute them for all of their unconditional love and support. I wish you the best of good fortune, and may each of you enjoy the blessings of good health, the company of your loved ones, and a successful and rewarding career. I look forward to welcoming you home to Hofstra on many occasions. Thank you.
Here it comes.
Will the candidates for the degree of Juris Doctorate please rise? Mr. President, I have the honor to present those students of the Maurice A. Deane School of Law at Hofstra University who have satisfied all the requirements for the degree of Juris Doctor. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, I ask that you confer the degrees upon these candidates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of Hofstra University and by the Regents of the State of New York, and upon the recommendation of the Provost, the Dean, and the faculty of the School of Law, I am delighted to confer upon you the degree of Juris Doctor. Congratulations.
We ask that each of the graduates come to the stage to be introduced by our Senior Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, Andrew Shepard, to be hooded by Professors McElroy and Sample, and to be recognized by President Rabinowitz, Trustee Donald Schaefer, and I would love to congratulate you myself.
Billy Salkin. How do you pronounce this? Tosif Ahmed. Aaron Aberley. Stephen Carlin. Casey Curran. Thea Reed. Jennifer Calamina. Megan Rose Fitzpatrick. Hi, Angela Raffini. Kayla Rodriguez. Caitlin Ryan. Katrina Lentino. Samantha Snyder. Michelle Reyes. Jennifer Taylor. Erica Alaman. Annette Bevins. Joanna Lima. Barbara Lucas. Nicholas Mineta, cum laude. Timothy Marsh, magna cum laude. Wendy Chavez. Najeen Guest. Dominique Chin. Caitlin Miller. Richard Roberts, cum laude. Corey Wasserman. Stephen Mayer, mag summa cum laude. Whoa. Richard DeMayo, cum laude. Nicholas Capel. Jerrianne Hayes. Kayla Shunk. Kevin Kelly. Eugene Lynn. Benjamin Lynn. Sean Ferguson, cum laude. Cindy Buckley. Christopher Cash, cum laude. You folded over. Hi, Nick. Nicholas Spadola. Gabriel Aravalo, cum laude. David Craven. Gabrielle Moss. Jessica Deniger. William Oswald. Astrid Hemigder, cum laude. Glenn Jersey. Adam Solomon. Anthony Chiaccio. Richard Catalano. Scott Midgen. Anthony Golly, cum laude. David Hennig. Denise Neuendorf. Nicholas Graziano, cum laude. James Orlando. Nadia Rahman. Chloe Fischette, cum laude. Isabella Giorgigolo. Mark Alfisi. Stephen Bunenberger. Cassie Perez. Danielle Cohen. Perina Servat. Danielle Carousel. Jurianne Frankie. Sean Brucker, magna cum laude. Edward Warnicki. Jennifer Davis. Michelle Perand. Vivian Harris. Madeline Rasmussen. Anthony Larson, magna cum laude. Robert Costante. Esther Geller. Mariella Reyes. Elizabeth Driscoll. Raven Rutledge. Melanie Campbell, cum laude. Samantha McDowell. Christopher Taylor. Evangelia Giannopoulos. Kenneth Holmes. Renita Roberts. Like that. Emmanuel Charles. Marlene Sanchez. Melissa Maria. Chantel Cumberbatch. Andrea Carter. Neka Okopara. I apologize, I'm sorry. Jamie Aronoff. Amanda Cannon. Mandy Weiner. Shang Ni. Ji Hei Han. O'Leary Ronald, cum laude. Marianne Naoba. Ova. Stefania Rojas. Jin Rushu. Margaret Farid. Arissa Kura Ahmed. D. Gotta get the I. Cameron Catrimbone. Tiffany Passante. Stacy Olberg. Nicole Dugan. Alyssa Calabrese, magna cum laude. Andrew Weiss.
That's my boy!
Javier Horowitz. Teresa Myers. Saprita Nard. Samantha Tuma. Danielle Walker. Hi, Kathy Lee. Kathy Lee Ellison. Omar Raymond. Raymond Uday. Milan Rainga. David Babikov. David Miller. Barry Brick. Jonathan Tamir. Jane Chen. Arissa Sipa. Cynthia Shemaver. Oh, I apologize. Shania Senvilas. Samantha Blecker, cum laude. Nicholas Bologna. Tyler Levinson. Christopher Morowed. Nicholas Dumati Winston. Close enough. Kyle Street. Adam Wasser. David Slaney. Matthew Hindrich. Kanayosu Yoseda. Gina Kirohiko. Thank you. No, Aman Tekbali. Close enough. Javier Cruz Perez. Mohammed Sheikh. Mohammed Sheikh. I apologize. Oh, you're right. Samantha Poraj. Petra Persson. Mike Hazard. That's all I got. Lav Patel. Mickey Cobran. Avni Shah. Jesse Farrell. Nina LaMonica. Victoria Hahn. Alexa Joyce. Jessica Tavares. Gabriela Sefra. Stephanie Razit. Priyanka Verma. Jake Komar. Apostolos Plokamakis. Lindsay Korn. Neelam Shikara. Oh, cum laude. I apologize. Oh, you won. Robert Miles. Hi, Simon. Simon Masood. Nadia Yassin. Maria Girardi. Sarah Piscatelli. Alexia Campoverdi. Nicholas Kandasamy. Sean Fenella. Sean Feminella. Richard Pagnotta Jr. Patrick Argento. Joshua Mock. Robert Rocco. Matthew Morris. Dean Ferdenzi. Tara Kumar. Victoria Palesso, cum laude. Ikra Shaw. Haley Trust. Jennifer Goodwin, cum laude. Brittany LaCara. Brianna Longo. Alyssa Gulo. Joseph A. Celesti. Corey B. Lynch. Adam Ilker, cum laude. Anthony Benvegna. Keith Dominguez, cum laude. Elizabeth Morales. James Leung. Christopher Wing, cum laude. Otto Ing. Marie Christian Aziza. Denise Hewson. Dennis Hewson. My mistake. Matthew Coopersmith, magna cum laude. Wait up one sec. David Santana. Dominic Delarantis. Anastasia Latos. Christine Kalkanis. Thank you. Ida Suberolo. Ashley Flynn, magna cum laude. Jillian Schwenman. Susan Loeb, summa cum laude. Michael Schechner, magna cum laude. Danielle Waldis, cum laude. Joseph Perry. Victoria Bookbinder. Sean Hansler, cum laude. Daniel Stern, cum laude. George Santiago, cum laude. Joseph DeSantis. Christine Isaacs, cum laude. Michelle Malone. Jessica Greenwald. Diane Ann Romdeen. Michael Giratano. Alyssa Goldrich. Fatima Guillen-Walsh. Stephen Hobbs. Philip Lupino. Jesse Fishman. Nancy Hamilton, magna cum laude. Nicole Vota. Lauren Bragman. Alexander Sanchez. Aaron Harunian. Michael Seiden. Nadine Lintorst. Close enough? Okay. Ariana Politis. Courtney Bernardine. Matthew Goodison Orr.
Okay, we have some more graduates.
Okay. Will the candidates for the degree of Masters of Laws please rise? Will the candidates for the degree of Masters of Laws please rise? Mr. President, I have the honor to present those students of the Maurice A. Deane School of Law at Hofstra University who have satisfied all the requirements for the degree of Masters of Laws. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, I ask you confer the degrees upon these candidates.
Graduates, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of Hofstra University and by the regents of the state of New York, and upon the recommendation of the provost and your dean and the faculty of the School of Law, I am delighted to confer upon you the degrees Master of Laws. Congratulations.
We ask that each of the candidates come to the stage to be introduced by Professor Juliana Campagna and to be recognized by President Rabinowitz, Trustee Schaefer, and I would like to congratulate you myself.
Ms. Stephanie Critico. Ms. Kathleen Martinez. Mr. Yasif El-Alkil. Oh, not you. Mr. Andre Johnson. How do you do? Ms. Luz Gonzalez. So nice to see you. Mr. Wenwei Hu. And Ms. Weiji Huang with distinction.
Now let's give every graduate another big hand.
Each year, the faculty of the law school recognizes the special achievements of members of the graduating class by conferring upon them a number of awards and honors. This year's recipients were recognized in today's awards ceremony, and we will not announce all of them again during this ceremony. However, we do wish to again recognize several members of the class of 2017. It is my pleasure to first recognize the recipient of the very special honor at the law school. The Maurice A. Deane Award is conferred each year upon the graduate who has achieved the highest academic average in his or her graduating class. The award was established some years ago by classmates and friends of Maurice Deane, a distinguished alumnus who graduated first in his class in 1981. Mr. Deane is Chairman Emeritus of the Hofstra University Board of Trustees. It is my pleasure to announce the recipient of the Maurice A. Deane Award for the highest academic average in the class of 2017, Stephen Mayer. Thank you, Stephen. Stand up once more and be recognized. All the best. I now ask Professor Linda Galler to come up to the podium to recognize several other members of the class of 2017.
I have the privilege of announcing 4 very special awards. The winners were selected at a faculty meeting by a faculty vote after full discussion of the special accomplishments of a number of graduating students. The first of these awards is the Gina Marie Escarce Memorial Award, which is awarded to a graduating student who, in the opinion of the faculty, has contributed the most to his or her classmates' learning and understanding of difficult legal concepts through his or her questions in class and participation in class discussions. This award is shared by Melanie Campbell and Samuel Plutchuk. Will you please stand and be recognized? The second award is the William Eric Goldberg Scholarship, which is awarded to a graduating student who, in the opinion of the faculty, has provided significant support and leadership in improving the quality of life and educational experience of others. This year, the award is shared by Keith Dominguez and Michelle Perron. Please stand. The third award is the Outstanding Law Student Award. It is awarded to the graduating student who, in his or her years at the law school, has shown a combination of those qualities and abilities which are the ideals of the legal profession. The winners of the Outstanding Law Student Award are Stephen Mayer, and Michael Schechner. And finally, the Distinguished Service to the Law School Award, which is awarded to a graduating student who has, in a variety of academic and non-academic undertakings, contributed to the progress and welfare of the law school. This year's recipient of the Distinguished Service Award is Fatima Guillen Walsh. Where's Fatima? Thank you to all of our award winners.
So here are my closing remarks. I think you've heard enough speeches. I think it's time to party. So just listen to the provost, who I think has some instructions for you, and then we're done.
I'm happy to inform you that this concludes the formal program. I ask that the audience remain in place until the academic recession has left the stage. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2017.